My video ain't gonna show up to the last minute anyway. It don't show up the very same day.
That's what Uncle James A. Burger don't want to do. Obviously, you hear the crux of their argument. They want America to make it. Is what they want, and that's why they got mad with us. Basically,
Oh yeah, yeah,
done. But they want America to be healed and blessed. They want to be a.
They gonna be oh yeah, yeah.
They want to be a nigga in America.
Gotta make sure everybody in there too.
Like shit, fuck America.
No, you can't say that.
This is our home. Better be right there. This better be out. Yeah, no mom.
Right.
Look, if you talking now, they talking about it. Hey, they got a warship. They at war right now.
What's that?
I'm getting a bunch of news feeds talking about they warships getting shot at in the Red Sea. Babylon, America. No, I'll be over here. Then. I'm not in good.
I didn't already hit live. I thought y'all was live already.
Bro, come on, too loud.
I don't know.
Shalom, shalom, y'all Shalala. Hebrew Israelites talks Oklahoma. What's going out here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great? First things first, head to the east. You got praise glory too.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakatash.
Which the pater of Hebrew tongues, created as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to your sister and brothers that is truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Gonna talk today, hey, everything is in motion. Prophecy is in place. You know, you got World War III building up. I just got news feeds that's getting worse. Esau's throwing pesticides out here. And we're at the point where this devil's about to try to initiate the MOTB. So with that being said, what type of, pole should we be in? What type of spirit should we be in? You know, we're at the point now to where, hey, you should be spiritually detaching from this place because everything's about to change drastically in a little bit, in a real quick. You know, we're not gonna be in the same house we in. We're not gonna be probably driving the same car we driving. Like all our lives is about to change real soon. And when that change happens, you can't be shaken by that or taken by that. You know, you got to get ready. What they say, roll with the punches or ride with the wave. You got to get ready for that transition about to happen. And to make that transition, you got to do what? And you got to switch the part from this place. You can't be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get my bag together. I'm gonna couple businesses. Watch my children graduate from high school. Now, all that stuff about to go out the window, man. America, as we know it, Babylon the Great is about to be destroyed. You know, Esau's about to pull the plug on this place. All he needs is either a medical lockdown or a climate lockdown. And as soon as he crafts the dollar, it's over with. That's it. It's gonna be chaos everywhere, turmoil, sedition of men, and you can't be sitting there and talking about, oh, I just want everybody to get along. You know, I just want everybody to, be peacefully, because that's not what's about to happen. And if you're in that spirit, man, it's gonna go bad for you. He's gonna take advantage of you. If you're in that spirit, you know, it's like I can make you go back to normal. Just do this. Put this in your body. You know, you get to the point where, hey, you got to get ready for this thing about to change. Ready for the transition. You know, get ready to, have that backpack on and be wandering from place to place. You know? You're going to open the prison for it?
I got
I probably got it.
Hey, I got one right quick. Hey, this is Psalms 19 and 8. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. Essentially, if we follow the commandments outlined in this word, we'll be able to receive, the Spirit, and with that Spirit, it would enhance our faith, in which we'll be counting on in these last days, especially going through Jacob's trouble, so that we would be able to endure to the end.
And that commandment also will help us to pretty much detach from this society as well too, because if you really think about it, the commandment of Yahweh Shah is not of this world in the first place. So that's that detachment right there. It's the book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. And it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. And it said, arise and depart, for this is not your rest. This is not our kingdom. This is not our country. This is not our society. That's why I said arise and depart. And does that mean go get you some tickets, and go to Africa or go to Israel? No, you got to do that spiritually. He said, arouse the poor. Why? He said, because this place is polluted, it should destroy you with sword destruction. And that's true. The food is polluted, the air is polluted, the water is polluted, the people are polluted. The place is done, man. It's finished. So you can't be attached to nothing that's here, because if you are, what did the Most High say? It should destroy you with a sword destruction. And it will. Why? Because being attached here is going to lead to that MOTB. Which we know when you get the MOTB, what? That comes with a grievous sword. Yeah. If you get that micro CHIP, so it is going to destroy you with a sword destruction. You're not going to get picked up in a chariot, which the world ignorant knows is a UFO. You're not going to get picked up like that. You're going to be sitting right here until, the ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, strike. And like I said earlier on the point I made earlier, this is not to be, book you a flight, run away, anything of that nature, because ain't nowhere to go. But the Most High said arouse in the part, he's talking about doing that spiritually. And how do you do that spiritually? You do that spiritually by, hey, keeping your eyes meditating on this word, meditating on your culture, meditate on these prophecies, knowing that in a minute we're going to be like pilgrims on the earth, going from place to place. Kind of like that Denzel Washington movie, Book of Eli. But let me get this right here, because it's another commandment. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So the Lord said, hear my word and make you ready for the battle. Because it's about to be a battle out here. It's about to be war on these American streets. Esau going to have his military, UN troops, trying to create, first he's going to create the chaos. Then he's going to try to create order, which that order is going to be, you got to take the micro CHIP, so that we messing people up. Got to be quiet, got to move in silence. And we got to really be in tune with the Lord. He's going to send us where we need to go to get our food and what we need. Can't be crying and hollering, going to Esau's military, thinking they're going to take care of you, and you're going to get messed up because they're not what? You ain't ready for the battle. A lot of our people are not ready for the battle, man. They don't even know the war coming. They think we're going to be here for another 20, 30 years. They getting ready for the new Tesla, 2027 to come out, the new Jordans. They're not ready for the battle. Esau got them in that peace and safety mode. The Lord said, be pilgrims upon the earth. Pilgrims mean you ain't got no home. You might be laying here one day. You got to wake up. Hey, troops is coming in. You might have to go somewhere else and lay your head. It's going to be backpack life when this chaos kick in. Ain't going to be no, get your car, open up your big, nice house. Hey, children, y'all want to go to Walmart? Let's go get something to eat. Ain't going to be no supermarkets, no foods. All these stores going to be closed up. And it's going to be like the movie Mad Max. Chaos everywhere. So your home is gonna be where you lay your head at. When you make a camp, you got to start a fire and lay your head right there. Pack up and move. You got to stay on the move. You can't be in one little spot like that, man. Esau might find you. They're gonna have drones running around, little patrol teams looking for little remnants to pick up. That's the type of times we're going into. So we gotta be ready to be mobile. Pilgrims moving around. We heard one day, next day we overheard. You know, we gotta stay off the radar, off the grid. That's the type of light that's coming. You gotta get ready to rough it. You know, a lot of Jakes ain't ready for that, especially E. Rough what? No, man, I gotta
Hey,
get
I
my
got a
burn.
point.
Go ahead, huh?
You know, like how we study in this word to get ourselves together spiritually. Like how you saying how, you know, we may have to live as pilgrims one day. We need to be practicing that too. Because I've been doing that, and like you were saying, you have to make a fire. And that was not something that I did the first 3 times. It took me about like 4 times before I could actually do it. You know, just going through and looking at YouTube videos, you ain't gonna be able, you know, to be able to go just do that in the pinch. You know, you may luck out and do it, but it took me a few times before now that I'm comfortable that I could actually just do that one thing and actually to get prepared to go and live in the wilderness. Man, that's a bigger jump than most people think, because we've grown to be comfortable being like you saying, going to the house, unlocking the door, and sitting on the couch. That ain't gonna be no option one of these days in the near future. Y'all, that's gonna be the couch one of these days.
God,
Just the rock.
bunch of leaves.
Yeah, man, that ain't no switch that you can just. It ain't gonna be like no light switch when you, like how we're preparing ourselves to be strong in the word. You got to be prepared to rough it. And if you wait to the last minute, man, your chances of being successful with that, man, is gonna be almost at zero.
You gotta be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
Most people in the world, they're not mentally preparing themselves for that. They think that we're gonna be here 20, 30 years. Their mind not ready. As I said, a lot of them gonna be in so much shock, they'll take the MOTB from Esau just to keep that comfort. And that's a bad mentality to be in. So the right mentality to be in is like, I'm about to lose this. Like I said, like we preparing to lay on that rock.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to be at, the right spirit. That way you can tell Esau, give him a middle finger, like, I'll go lay on that rock. Because that's how Esau gonna bank on that at first. He gonna look at the system like, oh, you gonna lay on that rock? Go ahead and try it. You know, be like, all right, cool. You know, and when we start being successful with it, that's Esau like, nah, go round them up.
Yeah.
Take them out because they making it without me. I don't want everybody to see you can make it without me. You know, but at least we getting our mind ready for that. And like, when I talk about that, I look at this young generation. The ones that's like in the draft age, 20, there's no sense they're not living like, okay, things about the transition. They looking at like, I'm gonna be okay. Mars had his comfort. So I'm looking at that generation, they're gonna be like the biggest risk. They're gonna be crying. You know, when Esau said you get drafted, you gotta go. Here your M16, go fight my war. They gonna be straight in a total disarray.
Hey.
They weren't ready for it. Go ahead.
Hey, but like a good example of what I'm talking about is the migrants. They was in Venezuela down there where it's nice and warm, even though they was living horribly. You know, they came up to America. Now they're in Chicago, and it's cold in the month. I got here on this sidewalk in this tent, no heat. Man, that changed. Their life was worse than the way that we live right now. And they went to live in the wilderness. And they like, I'd rather go back to Venezuela and live under those conditions. Just think what the people in America now at the house, they up there watching the game now. Got some hot pockets in the microwave. They about to get, they about to snack. And then the next day, now you homeless on the street. And it's 20 degrees outside.
That right there, just off of that fact alone, that's basically a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of dead bodies in the street.
It's gonna be a lot of people that lie to take their MOTB too.
Yeah, definitely gonna take their MOTB. But for sure, a lot of people lack that survival skills, like you talk about right there, and that right there is gonna cause a lot of people gonna call from dying from starvation. You know, all kinds of stuff, man. So this is why we get out here. We tell you like, hey, this is what we need to be doing before this time comes.
Yeah, like the scripture says, it's gonna come a day when there's gonna be so many dead bodies on the ground It's gonna be like dung upon the earth. And just seeing that, people gonna start weighing their options. They gonna have Esau in their ear. If you come down there and take this, we can save you, or you gonna be one of these people right here. Man, there's gonna be a lot of people getting on that bus, not knowing that shit is going on the highway to hell.
Exactly.
It comes from being comfortable in the flesh, man, and not working on your spiritual. Right. I got a precept right here that goes into that. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 6. I'm gonna read down to probably like 8. It says, "Therefore we are always confident, knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord." So if you're at home in the body, you are comfortable in your flesh. Hey man, you far away from the Lord. So you got to build on your spiritual mindset and your spiritual comfort, man. You got to trust in the Lord when all hell break loose and stand on that. But reading on in verse 7, it says, "We walk not by faith but by sight." Verse 8, we are confident, I say willingly, rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. So hey, you got to have that mindset like, hey man, I got to depart from here, man. I don't care about this body, man. I know this body ain't nothing, man. Well, we got something better in state. We got something better in store, and that's the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the Lord, that spiritual power that you were talking about. So we are confident, I say, willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. So you don't want to be comfortable in this body. You want to be like, man, fuck this body, man. I want to be present with the Lord, man. You got it out.
I got one to back you up too. This is Romans 8:4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. So we got to walk after the spirit, man. This is a spiritual book. So we got to get our spiritual mind ready to get ready to deal with the hardships. Yahweh's telling us the hardships that's coming. He's telling us what he's about to do. So we got to get ready for it. Like scripture ready, get ready for the battle. Get ready for the battle, like you get your mind right, man. That's why it's good to fast. The way you go a couple days without food. Because when this famine hit, you might have to go a couple days without food. That way you don't panic and you ain't got Esau in your ear like, man, I can feed you. Just, take that thing. You like, man, I don't went a couple days without no food, man. I'll be all right, man. Get away from me, man. Take off running away from Esau. Because he going to be, they're going to be hunting us down, talking that sweet talking on the bullhorn. I got shelter. I got food. You'll be safe. Just come and get, come and get whatever they're going to call the MOTB. Come and get it, and you'll be good. And Simple J going to go for it, man. Especially the women, because they're used to living in comfort. But right there tells you that, hey, don't walk after the flesh, man. And like y'all know, Yashua, a lot of our nations walking after the flesh. It's whatever to please their stomach. They lust. That's what they go after, man. They, like, our women, they live in comfort. Eve lived, everything, her whole life is built around comfort. The dude she select, to how she move around, the car, everything's about comfort. If Eve ain't comfortable, it's a major issue. And her comfort level, hey, it changes all the time. That's why they always monkey branching for another dude. And the dude is always about, what they always say, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Can you take me to a 5-star restaurant? Can I get that Tempur-Pedic mattress bed and a nice house? And I want a 2023 car. And then what the scripture say about a woman that live in pleasure? Hey, she dead and she living. That's why, and I see what the Most High said there, because a lot of women ain't, hey, I know women that's scared of a mouse. How she gonna live out in the woods if she's scared of a cricket? You know what I'm saying? She gonna go get the MOTB and then tell on you, like, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get it. I can't live out there with that spider right there. So, hey, man, it's gonna be real rough on women. They are not ready for this transition at all. I don't see no woman in our nation land on the ground.
That's why the scripture says, "Why ye depart?" But it says the women that are at ease. The women that are at ease, because it says, "But hear my voice, you careless daughter." Okay, because with the Isaiah 32:8, they are at ease, and that at ease goes into their comfort, and it also goes into that pride that they have about America, aka Babylon the Great.
They think America always gonna hold them down.
Right.
I'm gonna read a little bit more. This is Romans 8:5. But they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So what we doing? We chasing Yahweh, the spirit. And if you chasing the spirit, you're gonna think high-minded. So if you know that, you know prophecy, and you listen to the voice of Yahushua, you know what? Destruction is coming. So I'm not going to be staying in this nice house that much longer. I'm not going to be having this nice car that much longer. Because to keep it, you got to take the MOTB. We're not going to take the MOTB, so what we going to do? And we get reduced to the woods, the wilderness. Really said you going to escape this devils in the wilderness. You know, the devil going to be pulling up the houses. They were doing sweeps. And to get away, you got to do what? Fled into the woods. Because a lot of these devils, they going to run off in the woods. They went to walkie-talkie, they got away. You know, send the drone squad out. And that's it. That's the only way you're going to get away, man. It's like a bug. Hey, bugs go to that high grass. You get away from birds and all of that. You got to do the same thing. What you say? It said the woman went in the wilderness and she was took care of. But go out to the woods, man. Get your mind ready to rough it. You're not going to have this stuff. We ain't going to be working jobs. Get your little work bag. You can't even go to work. That's going to be over with. Ain't going to be going to no Walmart and Winco.
Even though they saying everything is all right, they said all of these jobs they shut down. You know, we just talked about this. They get ready to shut down some schools. So that's more jobs if a lot of people about to be losing. So a lot more. It's gonna be out on the streets, man. No more work.
The AI, artificial intelligence, is gonna take over. You know, that's all the whole point. Take you out of job, take you out your comfort, and then I'll provide the comfort, but you got to do something for me though. You know, he said I want to put a device in your body. That way he can treat you like you like lab rat or something. Which he's already doing that now. You know, he taking shots. That one now situation, he wanted to see how far he can take it. Before the regular people like, nah, I can't do it no more. So he got his little numbers, and he about to do it again. You know, they got the white lung pneumonia going around, he gonna do it again. And this time he ain't gonna ease up. This time he just gonna smash on them. And it's gonna lead to when people look up for relief, it's gonna be a device you're gonna have in your face with a syringe. Get this, and you good. So I'm gonna bring this out to this Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Verse 7, because the carnal mind is an enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So it's telling you to be carnal, that's to be fleshy, man. Think with your flesh. Think, things of this world. Esau society, that's when you're in the flesh. You can't think like that. You got to think of, Yahweh Bashiach Shah, the spiritual mind. That's going to lead to life and peace, man. When you avoid the MOTB and you get a crown of life from Yahweh Shah, that's life right there. That's going to be everything we've been hoping and wishing for. But if you be carnally minded, you think about, man, I gotta have that air conditioner, man. I gotta have that heater, man. I need that toilet. I need that tissue paper. You thinking like that carnal. Hey, Esau, like, I got a deal for you. I can bring all that back, but you got to take this micro CHIP. And if you in your flesh mind, your carnal mind, it's going to win. Because Esau, he going to bank on that fear, too. A lot of people going to be scared. We talking about that before camp started up. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies everywhere. Everywhere you look, going to be dead bodies, man. Hey, if you ain't spiritually built up, hey, whatever Esau saying going to sound real good to you, man. Esau going to get that pimp talk going good. He going to be, hey, I got safety, I got guns, I got military, we got food, a nice warm bed. You're going to have your little cubicle. It's going to be set up like jail cells. He said, like, hey, going to give you like prison. He's going to say, you got 3 hots in the cot. Go get your micro CHIP and I got you. Hey, if your carnal man is up on top, hey, you going to grow with it. Like, that's a good deal. Give it here. So we depart from that, man. We getting ready. We getting our mind right that it's about to be rough, man. It's about to be in that furnace of adversity. So we going to take it head on. Like I said, we might have to lie down on that rock. Cover up with some leaves. That's all you got. We prepared to go through that because we know what comes after that is going to be a crown from Yahweh Bashiach Shah, and that's the goal. You got to get that goal in your mind. That'll keep you away from Esau and everything he talking in your ear. That's that scripture I just read right there. Hey, you got to be spiritually minded. You got to be on the end goal. Not, I got to be in comfort. My flesh got to be right. I got to turn the game on. He banking on that. That's why they going to take off. It's like a rug pull. He gonna take the job away. You ain't got no job. You can't make your car payment, your car note. You can't make your mortgage on your house. You can't pay the taxes, the bills. And that we banking on that.
got a quick precept. You just pretty much broke this down right here too. Cause you said what comes after our pain and suffering whenever we go through these trials and tribulations. So this is Colossians chapter 2. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 2. And it says, set your affections on things above and not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the anointed and Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. When Hamashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall you also appear with him in his glory. And so that all gonna come after that fact when you when that all said and done, whenever you have when you get through all those trials and tribulations. Okay, you're gonna appear with Yahweh Yahushua in his glory. All right, and there's another precept that I had, which is 1 John chapter 2 and 15. And it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Right? And so that goes back to, when Lot, all right, remember when Lot had to go run in the wilderness as well. Okay? And what did his wife do? His wife turned around and she turned into a pillar of salt. And that's why the scripture said, remember Lot's wife, because she was a friend of the world. She loved the things that she had and not the words of Yahweh Yahushua.
Yeah, she looked back because she wanted what she had, and that's what a lot of Israelites about to do when this catastrophe falls out. But they're gonna look back, and Esau gonna be like, "Yeah, I got a deal for you, man. I can make you go back to normal." And it's like Lot's wife turned a pillar of salt. When you take an MOTB, your butt gonna turn into like radioactive barbecue when the missiles drop. Straight up. You're not gonna get that reward, man. Like I said in that precept, love not this world. This world is Esau world, man. The so-called white man's world. You ain't supposed to love it. It don't love you. And so I don't say how Jake love it.
And then to expand on your point earlier too, because when we read Micah 2 and 10, when you said arise ye and depart, and he said that don't necessarily mean you're gonna get a plane ticket and go to the next country, because just like I just said, this is Esau's world. And so the things that you're dealing with here in America, you're going to deal with it over there in the next country. Why? Because Esau basically, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, so he controls the whole earth right now. He controls all the economic systems. All right, so that's going back to why we have to set our affection on things above, not on things on earth. Okay, all the things that's going on right now, your mind has to be detached from Esau's system. And that's the only way you'll be able to get through this.
I got one on something on that too, on that fleet doctrine. You got a lot of people that tell you they fleet doctrine. I'm about to. They say I got to get a touch of tickets, going to Israel, going to Africa. Thinking they gonna get away, not knowing Esau got a foothold in them countries. It's gonna be the same stuff. But the Most High told us.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to outrun the judgment. You choosing to be a fugitive just like Esau by doing that.
So I'm gonna read up Luke chapter 19. It's got a parable about Yahushua and his servants. He's giving them some pounds and what to do with it. So when I go to Luke 19 and 13, it says, and he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. So the job now is to occupy, because the Lord said that he'll deliver us out of Babylon the Great. There's some chariots for. They're to pick up the believers. So the Lord can deliver you wherever you at. So wherever you at, that's your lot. Occupy. He said, occupy till I come. You hear Esau say all the time, go back to Africa. Right. Now, I ain't going back to Africa. You done brought me over here to work it up. I'm going to go where my Lord sent me to go. He told me to occupy till he come. So guess what, Esau? I'm going to occupy this place, and I'm going to talk about your butt through the scriptures, and that's how we going to do it. Until the Lord come and destroy you. So that kills that fleet doctrine. The Lord said, occupy till I come. Not let me go over here and get my salvation. Let me go fly to, Nigeria. Or let me go fly to Jamaica, or let me go fly to Israel. That's my holy land. That sucker get bombed on right now. The Lord didn't say do that. He said, occupy till I come. So what are we to do till he come? Meditate on this word, man. Get your scriptures, laws, commandments, get built up. Get your faith built up. That way you can handle the situation when it comes. Because, hey, Babylon the Great is about to be a straight war-torn area in a minute. It's going to be war out here. You know, get your mind ready for that. Be fasting. Get your body ready for that. You know, because it's coming soon. And get your mind ready to get delivered in a chariot or to see your Lord and Savior, Yahushua, you know, in the flesh. That's the end goal. That right there, that's the prize. When you got like something racing for the finish line, that'll keep you focused. The Lord told us keep your eyes single. So don't be over worried about, oh man, I'm trying to pay my house off and pay my car off and, you know, I'm gonna build me a bunker and stay right here. We're gonna live here for the next 15 years. They got what they call it, a 10-year plan. Nah, man, that stuff is going out the window. Prophecy, hey, it's coming in fast, real fast. So you better get ready for your house shot. He told us the conditions we're gonna be in. You know, it's gonna be famine out here, pestilence. They're gonna be like bad men sparing none, kicking each other's houses in. We was told about these things. So we gotta believe that and get ready for it. That way we ain't just all messed up when we see it. Like, oh man, they over there robbing them. There's dead bodies on the ground. Oh no, I can't take it. I ain't got no antidepressant pills. What I'm gonna do? You can't be in that spirit. You know, you gotta get ready to take it off. Like this world is like a crutch. We ain't gonna better keep leaning on this too much longer, man. You gotta get ready, like we talked about earlier, like training wheels on a bike.
Right.
You know, this world's like training wheels. In a minute, the Lord gonna take them training wheels off. You better not ride. You know, your butt's gonna be falling down. It's about to come, man.
I like the fact that you brought up there when it said occupied until I come. And that's another thing where you got the 2/3 day to try to, you know, take up arms against Esau. And that precept actually lines up perfectly with Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. And it said, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the praise. But my determination is to gather the nation that I may assemble the kingdom to pour upon them my indignation, even my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with fire of my jealousy.
I like that, man. He said, I will gather you up. You know? And Lord tell you, he about to bring the wrath. You know?
And then that point you made earlier, you said this world is like a crutch, man, and that goes into Isaiah, man. I can't think of the precept off the top, but loosely paraphrasing, it says, those who trust in the reed of a broken raft, if you lean on it, it will pierce you and go into your hand. Hey, if you're leaning on this place, and when all hell breaking loose, hey, that reed gonna go into your hand like that MOTV, man. You're gonna be stuck, man. You leaning on that, you leaning on this world, Egypt. That's gonna be your death, man, in that time to come. You're supposed to be leaning on the Lord, man. He says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. You got it out.
I can find it pretty good for you. So, Bobby Reed, yeah.
All right, I'm get one of Isaiah 2. They're kind of going to what I'm talking about. And that's Isaiah 30 and 2. They walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth. Strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So you cannot trust in the shadow of Egypt, which goes into talking about America. You know? Because look at verse 3. This is Isaiah 33. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And then you're going to be confused. And you're going to be ashamed for trusting in Esau, man. Because Esau can retrofit you that MOTV. You had a micro CHIP, you get a phone call. Too many brown people, neutralized by 50 of them. And Esau, I say, walk you over here. You got a number. You walk over here, and they point the guns up. You in the firing squad. You like, hold up. I did everything you told me to do. I got the MOTV and all that. Esau, like, you know, there's too many of y'all. You got to cut the numbers and blah, blah, blah. That's going to be, the shame going to cover them confusion. And like, dang, I should have just went ahead and roughed it with my brothers. I should have went in the wilderness. I done sit here and did what you told me to do. Got the MOTV. You still going to lay me out? And that's the confusion going to come in the shame, man. That's how Esau going to do it. Because ain't no relief with Esau, man. All that stuff is temporarily. And it's like, you know, it's going to be a lie, man. And it's like, even if Esau do give you a little bit of comfort, man, the wrath going to come from your house by Shah. When you got the MOTV, you're not of his no more. So you're going to get it either way it go. So might as well take if you're going to get some death, might as well get an honorable death. Go out for your how about your shot, not go out, doing Esau tell you to do. Don't go out on your knees, man.
Trusting in Esau. Think about that. 36:6.
And when Yahushua, when he cracked them skies, the last person you want to be standing next to is Esau.
God.
So you might as well be out in the wilderness with your brother.
God. And don't be sitting there, your thing just beeping.
Yeah.
Your micro CHR beep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all send a crack skies, he coming, you up there with that device in your body. You got the little neural link hanging out your head. You know what I'm saying?
Scripture said if you join with him, you'll be thrust through with him. So you definitely don't want to be around Esau in those days.
I'm going to go ahead and read that precept out that the Ark of God brought out. It's Isaiah 36:6. And it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
That staff of a broken reed is displaced, man. It's Esau's kingdom, man.
And it says, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
And this is spiritual Egypt, man. And if you're leaning on spiritual Egypt, thinking this place is going to help you, and it's going to pierce you, man. It's going to be to your detriment. It's going to pierce you literally, too, man. With a sword in the back, because that's how Esau Edom get down. And by that MOTB microchip that he wanted to put into everybody on the world, man.
It says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Yeah, so you can't trust in the so-called Edomite, so-called white man. Because if you trust in him, look at his MO. Look at all the things he's done to you. Look at what he did to the Native America, all the treaties that he broke. You can't trust in him. You got to trust in the Lord, man, who has your best interests at heart. You got to. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. Like I said right there, man, that's scripture so spot on. He said, if you lean into it, it should go in your hand and pierce it, man. That's one of Revelation 13 and 16, man. That's the MOTB. It is gonna go in your hand, and how they do it, it's like a syringe. They're gonna hit you like a needle, like a shot, and then you gonna have a device in your body, and then good till you have a shout shot, you done bow down to this devil. You done pledge your allegiance to him. And like, you get your mind right, man. I'm looking at a bunch of Jakes. Their mind is not right, man. They looking forward to what Babylon the Great America got to offer. Which I'm looking at now, if you look at it, it ain't got much to offer. So I'm looking at Jake like, man, get your mind right, man. What else you gonna do? Everything is failing. But they say the housing market's collapsing, the school system's collapsing, the economic system's collapsing, the security system collapsing, banking system collapsing. They're going to the economy. The food market's collapsing. Transportation is collapsing. They're gonna use AI trucking to get the food back and forth. But the food going belly up though. They getting rid of chicken farms, cattle, ranches. They invested in bug type of food, bug protein.
And lab made stuff. I seen a little thing where they was lab making some lettuce. It was like a green goop that they poured in water, and then they just wiggled it around and formed it into a ball, and it turned into a ball of lettuce. And they cut it, looked real and everything. But everything here is going belly up, like the brother said, man. So why would you trust on this place, man? When you should be trusting in the Lord. I got a precept to go into that. This is Isaiah 45 and 54 and 10. It says, though the mountains be shaken and the hills be removed, that's going into this place, man. This place is getting shaken and being removed, man. This kingdom, Esau Edom's kingdom. It says, yet my unfallen love for you will not be shaken. So the Lord said, hey, man, his love for you will not be shaken. It says, nor my covenant of peace be removed, saith the Lord, whom has compassion on you, man. So the Lord has compassion on you. So none of the things that the Lord promised to us is going to be removed, man, or shaken. But Esau Edom's kingdom is going to be shaken and removed, man. So we got to be trusting on the Lord, man. We got to depart from this world and what everything Esau Edom pushes at you, because it ain't nothing but carnal. That's all Esau Edom is a carnal devil. You think he can his little way is better than the Most High's way, which it ain't. And you're gonna see in the end if you trust him, man.
All right, man. Very good points on that. So we got to depart. So I got one too. This gonna back up what you were saying. This is 2 Esdras 2 and 36. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. I'm gonna hit verse 37 too. Or receive the gift that is given you. And be glad, giving thanks unto him that have called you to the heavenly kingdom. So we gotta flee this world, man, which is the shadow of this world. Shadow don't last that long. The light come out, shadows disappear. You know. So he said, receive the joyfulness and the testify your Savior openly, man. So we gotta look at our Savior, Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach. He on the way quickly. He about to crack these skies. You know, and we openly testify of him, you know, on these highway and hedges and in our prayers. And it's coming with a gift. What's the gift? It's the key to the kingdom of heaven. But we're gonna have rest and peace. You know, that's why that first precept we open up with said a rest and depart. But it's not your rest. You can't get no rest here, man. You gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Dang, there are 2 jobs to live comfortably in Babylon the Great. You know, say if you ain't working, you gotta deal with your family, certain issues, things breaking down, get your car maintenance fixed, house maintenance. You gotta go here, go there. You gotta still pay taxes on your house, even if you own it. You know, ain't no rest here, man. It's always something coming up, always something happening. You know, all the time. So the Lord said, hey, get ready for the heavenly kingdom, man. Kingdom of heaven, we're gonna get rest, man. We have a workforce, do what we need them to do. We ain't gonna have to punch no clocks. You know, you wake up when the sun come up. You know, when the sun go down, you go to sleep if you want to. We're gonna have chariots. We ain't gonna like check the oil on our chariot. Make sure the tires are good on our chariot. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't gonna break down like that, man. We're gonna have a uncorruptible kingdom. It's coming. You know, we're gonna have time. We're gonna be able to rest. We're gonna be able to enjoy our children. You know, the way we supposed to. Ain't gotta be like, I gotta go to work, son. Or daughter, I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I can't do that. I gotta go handle this business. I gotta go handle that business. Esau called about this, and I gotta go deal with that. I gotta go pay this bill. I gotta run and pay that bill. This place is like a big old rat race, man. If it ain't one thing that you over running dealing with this, you running dealing with that. I know these folks that's retired still gotta deal with a bunch of BS. Esau calling on the phone. I got a meeting for this. We gotta do a review on that. You gotta go pay for this right here. You know? The only way he's doing convenience right now is doing what they call the Internet of Things. That's to get you used to the internet so you can link your butt up to the internet in a minute by using that micro CHRP. You know, so the Lord said to flee the shadow of this world. Get up out of this world, man. It's not going to last that long. It's temporary. Our kingdom's going to be forever, everlasting. That's why I say, hey, in the kingdom, we're going to have all the time in the world to do what we want to do. Because we ain't going to have obligation to this devil. You know, he's going to be under our rulership. We're going to tell the devil what to do. This kingdom is so wicked, you know, so messed up and retarded. You know, you always got to check on something every day. You got to go check on something, see what's going on with this and what's going on with that. Then it keeps a lot of drama going. If you got a lot of drama in your life, you can't get no peace. You know, especially you got people around you, they got stuff going on. Like this place thrives off of drama. You know, that's why they got all the reality TV shows. You got Eve Head messed up. She think life's supposed to be drama filled. I don't like Whoopie Whoop. Whoopie Whoop showed up and looked at me like this. Let's ride down on Whoopie Whoop. We over here, we this group. So I don't like that group.
So she get a man that have some type of peace, that brings some type of stability in her life. Oh, he boring.
God,
They'll say that.
They say she conditioned.
He boring. Yeah.
She's conditioned with drama.
They don't. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They don't know peace, and that's what this society brings right there.
And they're allergic to it. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Like, you really think about it, that's wicked.
Yeah. The video that's going around that Eve, she was like, man, I had a man do everything good for me. He came and had flowers and waiting on me at the door and opened my door and did all of this. And my first mind was like, he corny. And I'm like, and he did everything right.
She wants about to slap her.
Exactly. She was conditioned to that chaos.
I think
put a chick in her face.
I think I've seen that video.
She had to realize. She said she had to text him back. It's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not good at working on. I got to work on myself because everything that we wanted, we don't even really want the shit.
She's polluted.
Yeah.
You really think about it? She's polluted, man. She's conditioned to chaos. You know, and destruction. And that's what's comforting to her. And like if you was to mess with her, she's gonna bring that to your life. Because that's what she's used to. That's the right part for it's polluted. The women polluted. She don't know how to be peaceful. Like I said, if your house quiet, Everything going cool. You try to take a little nap, man. Eve coming there. Yeah, let's get that party. You a sorry nigga. You just laying on the couch and all of this. She might try to fight you. So you can fight her back. She's going to call the police. Police all of your stuff. Like, they're conditioned to be toxic. Because this atmosphere is toxic. Everything Esau push out is toxic. Esau say, don't be straight. Be alphabet agenda. You know? Don't have no peaceful house. Have chaos in your house. You know, it's good to have an argument. That's healthy. You know, everything is backwards in this place.
Man, kick the man out the house.
What they say? Woe to them that put bitter for sweet. Yeah, that's basically what this kingdom is, man. And when you look at it, our women are polluted. That's it, man. It's good to be, man. Hey, you blessed if you single right now, because you got a woman. You got some type of chaos. You got trouble in the flesh, because she can't. Peace is like a disease to Eve. She don't like it. It's depressing. I done had Eve tell me that it's quiet in her. Yeah, it make me depressed. Yeah, I'm like, damn, you don't like quiet? And they'll get to talking to turn something on, like they gotta have something going on, because that's just the way they are. You know, as a man, we got a little bit of that, want some peace and order. Eve is not like that. Like you said, you get some order, she say you a corny nigga. You whack, lame. She tell her friends, girl, he didn't hit me in my eye, nothing. He didn't holler at me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't try to cheat on me. You know, it's quiet in the house, it's clean. I'm used to clothes on the floor. I'm used to pizza boxes. I'm used to nigga telling me, do this, do that, holler. Being emotional. They want the Pookie and Ray Ray. They want an emotional nigga. They'll try to emotionalize you. You be sitting in the house all cool, quiet, peace. You come in there. Where was you at yesterday? I need to see your phone. And start a whole argument. And you sitting there, you was peaceful. Now your whole piece is gone. You had to argue with this helper. And she over there smiling because that's what she wanted anyway. That's good. That's healthy for her.
Yeah, satisfied.
Yeah, then we trip about that. They be on social media talking about these men ain't no good. They don't love like in the 60s. Men in the 50s, 60s is good. You know, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. They just good, toxic, want to cheat and all that. That's it. Ease. Man, do what you need to do, Akim. Don't try to please no woman, because you can't. And you'll mess your life up trying to do it.
That chaos, that be easing their spirit chaos.
I know. And that's their default factory setting. Like they might, like I noticed we got some women, like our wives, they might try to act like they in the truth for a minute. Hey, give them about 2 or 3 days. They'll go back to their default factory setting and start giving you some troubles. Then they come back, apologize, and then you might get maybe a couple of days of peace. But like that's their default factory setting. It's chaos.
And that apology really ain't no true apology right there either. Yeah, every time they apologize, just like you said, they go back to doing the same thing. And you know what a true apology is? True apology is change behavior.
Exactly. See, what it is when you tour that to them, you give them an update. Right. They get an update. It'll last for a little bit. Yeah. If you have something messing up, affect your default setting. And they go right back to they base feelings, man. Their base emotion.
That's why the Lord said in those days, if you have a wife, be as though you don't have one.
Right. God, because you got to be like that. Because she'll throw you off your purpose if you're not strong enough. She'll throw you off. Especially you tell her we got to rough it. When when the sisters start collapsing, you get your backpack. I'm going to the woods. Man, a lot of our women is not gonna go to the woods with us. Yeah. They're like, I don't think it say that. I don't think it's really say that if you get the MOTB. IUIC said you can repent from that. Right. I think we can repent from that if we get for a little bit and pick it out.
Like she's gonna come with that. The Lord said He wants us to eat. We can get that if we want to.
God, she's gonna come with that, man. She's gonna get to like, hold up. Like Lot's wife, she's gonna look back like, shit, I ain't going off in the woods. I think I'm gonna get the MOTB. I'm gonna pray. I think if we pray, the Lord will still accept us. We gotta eat. The Lord wants us to eat. That's what IUSK said. I think Ray Millstone is wrong. You just wrong. You go off in the woods. Hey, we got to split up. Yeah, they gonna get I might call on you. That's child abuse. You gonna try to take my children to the woods? No, we can't do that.
They're making an excuse on something trivial. It's too many bugs in the woods.
Oh, look, I'm about to go get one too. Look, you get what sophisticated Eve, she might hit you with this. Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject to the higher powers, for there is no power but Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. So she say, the Lord said be subject to the powers. So we got to get the MOTB. You get the MOTB. That's what it's saying there in the scriptures, don't it? Right. You going to get the scriptures? Like Apostle Bar said it all the time. The worst woman to have is the one trying to cut you up the scriptures. And Eve gonna do that. I'm telling you, Eve is going to do that. She's gonna pull up that Romans 13:1. We're supposed to be subject to the higher powers. You gotta get the MOTB. And she's gonna, hey, if you ain't strong, she's gonna sweet talk you. Your butt, if you a simp, you're gonna be setting up that neural link in your head. You know, and you ain't Eve gonna get
it out of your skull.
Yeah, see how the skull you sitting there, Esau gonna blip, 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 blip. You gonna wake up in a whole different room. How I get hurt? Esau did it. He got control. You gonna be looking at Eve on the smack up with, you know what I'm saying, lifting your old dumb butt. I knew I should have stuck to my guns. I said a lot of us, hey, our relationships might get separated, man. We're gonna know in Jacob's trouble when all hell break loose what you really got. Because a lot of these Eves ain't prepared to go off in no wilderness, man. They not. And see, we ready to do that. We spiritually ready to detach. As soon as you hear all the dollar crash and everything going on, and we already got, a lot of us already got our bags packed. You know, spiritual bag pack, we gonna rough it.
Hey, it's gonna be good for us. Dollar done, no more work. Hell yeah.
We're tired of busting clock anyway.
Yeah.
We ready for it. Like, by it's game time now. Lights, camera, action. We're gonna see where we at right now. Eve gonna be shaking. Like the scripture read earlier. She gonna be shaking like the power shaking. Like, hold up. I don't know if I can do that. You on your own. And we gotta be ready. Hey, you gotta be ready to cut that separation right then and there. Like, okay, help you stay in this house. I'm out here. Esau gonna keep that dough in.
Yeah, I broke it down perfectly in Matthew, the 10th chapter. I was starting at verse 34. It said, think not that I come to bring peace on the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. For I came to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's foe shall be they of his own household.
That's going to be a lot of our women, our family. That's going to be our first set of enemies. When this devil get ready to roll on us real hard. Because he going to come out like he had that thing. I got it. And we already know what it is. So we going to reject it. They going to, be wanting to call on us. Like, oh, he ain't got that micro CHIP. He's radical. He's a black Hebrew Israelite. They've got to, probably get drugged up to a camp because they done called it in on us.
And then when you further read on in this very precept of Matthew 10:37, because it's going to reveal, because during this time, you're going to see the people, you're going to see whether they're going to follow Yahweh from the outside, you're going to see whether they are of the world, okay? Because in verse 37, it said, he that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. He that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Like that. Who loses his life for my sake shall find it. Who's losing it? In this world, hey, you just gonna lose it.
Basically, if you pack up and you leave everything behind for the sake of your house from the outside, you're gonna gain your life. But if you sitting here trying to stay in the compound of what fit for this society, you're gonna lose it.
Esau gonna take it from you.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is 2 Thessalonians 3:6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Yahushua, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after traditions which he received of us. When it's time for us to pack our bags and get on that move, we can't be sitting there trying to justify our moves, because we've been doing that during grace period. Now that grace period is over with and it's time for action, you either gonna go with the flow or you not. But we may have to separate ourselves from you, because we can't let you drag us in the wrong direction.
I like that part when he said basically separate ourselves from those that walk disorderly. Those are the people that that still don't want to put down their pork. That out committing adultery, doing anything that goes against the words of Yahweh from the outside. Those people we got to separate from. And it's good to actually practice that right now.
Yeah. They're gonna be trying to justify their sins and iniquities. We ain't trying to justify nothing. We're trying to follow the word.
We getting ourselves ready to separate. Like we already know we ain't gonna be in these houses too much longer, working these jobs, having these cars. We already know these things. So when they get separated from us, it's not gonna be a shock to the system. So a lot of people, it'll be a shock to their system. Like what? I ain't gonna live, huh? Everybody, a lot of them might give up the ghost when Esau tell them that. You know,
Yeah,
we
like
already
that.
ready.
Like the lesson you did with the color list. It even says they gonna be color coding your house. That should let you know, hey, I'm gonna have to leave all this, alone.
Yeah, all of us in our nation, because it said none of the children of Israel can better stay in their house.
No.
All of them gonna go to a camp. Only ones that can stay in their house is Edomites, and that's only the ones that done drunk some juice. The only ones that stay in their house. If you are an Israelite, you are not staying in that house no more.
They
Esau
probably
gonna
don't even
yank you
color
out.
code your house. They probably just color code the street sign. This whole block got to
Yeah,
go.
whole block. So knowing that, hey, they say you got to get your mind ready for that. You got to get your mind ready. You might get snatched in the camp. What you gonna do when you in the camp? Esau in there, you hear him in there jabbing somebody up, beating them up, and you get close in line. You gotta hold your integrity, man. You can't be getting here. I'm gonna take you. They say he gonna have a guillotine line. Those that don't get the MOTB, it's gonna be slink them. And it's probably like knowing Esau, it's probably gonna be public where you can see it. That way it can scare you and get the MOTB. Like you might be sitting in the camp, here go the guillotine, you just see the head roll off. He all like, that's what happens to everybody that don't get the MOTB. So is there anybody that don't want to get the MOTB? And we say have to be strong enough, like, hey man, I ain't getting that, man. I told you I ain't. They were like, man, get him, stick him in their necks. You got any last words? And you got to keep hollering that name. How about y'all shot? You never know that Papa gonna kick in. You never know. We gotta hold our integrity though. But Esau know, because they did that back in the day, the public lynching. Esau, when they do lynchings, they want other jakes to see it, to scare you.
What was
They
that?
operate off fear.
Old school video we whooping the Jake. The Jake.
That was Roots.
What's your name?
Yeah, that was Roots. Kunta.
Roots. You see that? That's the same scenario right there, man.
They would have given that with that butt breaker
say
too.
his name is
Yeah,
Toby.
butt breaking horrible, man. That's some horrible stuff right there. I look at butt breaking like, hey, I'm sharpening up a stick on Esau. Hey, on that one. Bro, like I said, I can't witness. Like, if you see, I'm talking about you do that to somebody I witness, like, I'm not working after that, man. I'm sharpening up a stick. You got to go. When you did that to me or somebody I done seen you do that to, like, you got to go, man.
Yeah, that is a step too far.
That's horrible. Like, I probably died lots of times in my other lifetimes. Because I can't, I'm not about to work after that. You over here gunning down. You know what I'm saying? My family, somebody in my family. You think I'm about to pick cotton after that? I'm about to get something. Hey, man, you better not go to sleep around me, Esau. You about to get it. I don't give a damn at that point. You know, let's say at least act like you're going to treat us good. That's how they do now. I think that, see, Esau got slick in his methods. You see, like what I just said right there, see, he ain't going to get no work out of me doing that. So now he'll, like, act like I take care of you good. You eat an apple. That way I won't rebel is hard. Like, okay, he halfway doing right, so I'll go pick some cotton with him. Man, you buck break somebody in front of me, man. Hey, I'm meditating terror on you. I'm not working after that. Cause I feel like I'm nice. If I'm picking up cotton, you're going to spread equal me. So I got to take you out. That's why they had to make the Willie Lynch letter. Yeah. The first batch wouldn't work for them. Yeah. You over here lynching people. You think I'm about to work out? You done did that to my people? They had to do the Willie Lynch letter. They had to psychologically break your mind.
That's the main reason why they did it too, because they had to break the process of knowing who they were, and that's where that Willie Lynch letter came in. They had to use that Willie Lynch letter to mind rape them into believing that they was already slaves, instead of knowing that they were kings and basically people that are productive to society. And if as soon as they forgot that, that's when all the dates, that's why we got this shit going on now. The man against the woman against the man, the old against the young, young against the old. That's how they vote. That's how they able to control it.
You know what they did? I gotta break your spirit.
Yeah,
that's what they did. That's why this word is so important. This word builds your spirit back up. What this devil did. That's why they didn't want us reading the Bible. Once you read the Bible, your spirit gets back intact. And then when you're in the Bible, real hard, the Lord giving you your instructions, because he's letting you know, like, hey, it's time to depart. But it's time to get up out of here, you know. So now we know it's time to, like what I just said earlier to the spirit. We gotta get up out of here right now because Esau about to get, you about to get bloodthirsty. You about to get, crazy with it. It ain't no work on the plantation. You over here, doing what he doing to Jake. Hey, it's time to go. What they used to say, what they call them, runaway slaves. Yeah. Hey, we about to run up off the plantation in a minute. And the Lord gonna give us the cue. We gonna know when to do it. When all hell break loose, MOTB is being made mandatory. Hey, that's when we gonna be prudent, man. We gonna hide ourselves. We're going to wilderness. We going off grid. Hey, take the phones. Hey, tossing them suckers. It's over with. Sorry, over. Ain't no go to work. Oh, that's over with. Now it's survival mode. Now we in the spirit,
Trying to keep up with the social media and
all that, man. As soon as that MOTB, all that stuff go, hey, I'm tossing my phone. It's over with. The bike's over with. Now we going straight off the, straight off the grid, man. I'm about to, I'm about to apply all the scriptures down, and that's in my spirit.
I got one to back up, applying the scriptures. This is Proverbs 4:20. It says, "My son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thy heart." Right. Man, so you got to keep the Lord's words in the midst of your heart. If you do that and you incline your ear and do everything the Lord said, it says, "Let them not depart from your eyes." Hey, ain't nothing Esau Edom can do to make you give up the truth. You got the word in you. You got it in your heart. So he can't scare you into taking the MOTB. He can't scare you into going into a concentration camp because you totally leaning on the words of the Lord.
Yeah, I got one. Just to go back to what Bayan was saying about how we were destroyed. And this is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. And this is about the curses. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hast hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he was commanded. And that goes back to, like you were saying, when we was in slavery, we got put into slavery because we was not following the commandments. And they had us, there until they basically destroyed us. And what they destroyed was our memory of who we were. And we was more accepting of the role that they want, as a subservient person and be the slave that they wanted to be. But prior to that, when the generations, they knew, our past and who we actually were, yeah, they was fighting for theirs. They was not, accepting no role of being a slave.
And that was the story behind how that Willie Lynch letter came about. Cause that was the what was the guys? I forget the names, but it was basically they had like a seminar of all slave owners, and they was at a certain question that was coming up was saying, do your slaves remember who they are? And then they said, yeah, they do. And he said, well, that's the reason why you can't get your slaves under control is because they remember who they are. If you basically use these steps right here, then your slave will remain a slave even 300 years from now.
Yeah.
Because they're constantly attacking one another.
Yeah, Willie Lynch was like a slave owner in the Caribbean. Where they first brought the slaves.
Yeah.
And the slave owners that was having that conference, they was the ones that was up in the Americas, and they hadn't perfected it. So they went and got someone who had perfected it, because they was basically saying, how you got your slaves in control,
right,
and working. And every time I go out there, I gotta make sure I ain't getting my head took off by my slaves, And he basically, that's when he came up with the Willie Lynch letter to explain, well, this is what you got to do. You basically got to take these steps, and in time, it will destroy their will.
Yeah, they destroy their own selves because that one part of that letter it said take the mind but keep the body.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they did. They took their mind, made them think that they are better off as slaves and they're not superior people.
Yeah, because the slave owners up here, what they was doing, they was just beating their slaves down, trying to keep them in order. But when you do that, they on the injured reserve list now. They can't go out there and work. They got to recover. right? So they was like, well, how you doing yours? Because yours is productive. And it was like, you got to feed them mentally and not physically, you know? And that's what it all is.
Yeah, and so and that's why we're coming out with these precepts to let you know like this is the thing that we gotta have that spiritual mind to be like, hey, we on the Lord's side. We know Yahweh y'all got it. So it made me think of two precepts. Well, I have to go ahead and read one, which is Revelation 2 and 10. We bring it out all the time. And it says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. All right, so when these devils get ready to put you into the guillotine, or entice you. Like I say, if you get the food, if you can get food as long as you take it MOTV, Yahweh Shah said, "Be thou faithful unto death." Okay, and you die in the word of Yahweh Shah, He's gonna give you the crown of life. Okay, and and another precept which is Sirach 2:1, because it said, "If thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Shah, prepare thy soul for temptation." So we need to be prepared for these times to come.
Close out with that right there. With that being said, man, we've just been edifying. We're going to praise glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Kwam
Yasharala,
Yasharala.
baby. Hey, stay locked in. Y'all shots quickly on the way.
Yeah, Shalom. Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.
Back in on here. Y'all remember him?